Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We once again have a brand new teaser for Fortnite Season 3, and I cannot believe we are now 48 hours or less away from the brand new season. Without a doubt, this is looking up to be a great season so far. Lots of cool collaborations on day one, and I'm honestly really hyped for this. I generally don't get very hyped for brand new seasons these days, but this one just looks freaking awesome. Not to mention I absolutely love Fallout, and of course the new Amazon Prime show kind of solidified that for me. So the new teaser is simply called A Ruthless Leader Unleashed. Now this actually reveals a lot of details. Now obviously there's a teaser right here, but it also reveals where these characters are now coming from, or these bosses or enemies, whatever you guys want to call them. I also want to note that we can definitely tell that this nitro stuff is being surged through this guy's map. Now people speculate this is probably the tier 100 skin, which makes perfect sense. He seems to be the boss of this, Shark Island of some sort, or Shark Island V2, which by the way, this is actually a returning point of interest that got recently updated, and it just looks freaking awesome to say the least. Yeah, this is probably tier 100 skin, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. Like we just noted, it seems like this nitro stuff is actually fueling these characters of some sort, making them stronger or superhuman of some sort, but it also kind of reminds me of a Mad Max character that looks like this guy. He kind of had a mascot that had like the same kind of tubes, so I kind of wonder if this is kind of like a throw off, or I can never think of the words, but kind of like the exact same thing of this, a reference of some sort. So yeah, like a little Easter egg. So perhaps, this nitro stuff is going to be the most essential thing on the Fortnite Island. And perhaps these characters are actually, looking for new resources of this nitro stuff. Along with that, it looks like Fortnite's actually bringing back this chest once again. So Hypex just pointed this out. That was actually pretty funny to note. But yes, the shark point of interest should be coming back. And by the way, this actual little teaser right here does actually confirm that, this roadmap is 120,000% real. We see this exact same point of interest located inside of the roadmap, image right here. I would assume that this nitro stuff will even allow you guys to have superhuman powers of some sort, as the character in the roadmap has some sort of gloves on that are being powered by this stuff. But the boss himself seems to be powered directly into his mouth. So this guy must be some sort of weird robot, or a crazy dude or something like that, or just, I don't know, addicted to this stuff. But yeah, pretty awesome stuff overall. Another thing that I'm going to note is the new shark point of interest. Apparently it's going to be located somewhere near the unmoored manor. So kind of right here in the background video. It's very possible this will be located to the far left, or of course at the far right, or even replacing this manor location. So very cool stuff, in case you guys are wondering where this point of interest may end up actually being. Another thing I want to note is actually thanks to Reddit. So someone said, if Zeus is responsible for the sandstorm, what is this boat doing in it? And the top comment is exactly what actually happened. He opened the Pandora's box, and this is what was inside of it. That's entirely true. So the Pandora box entire meaning, or at least a major part of it, was to seal away all the bad stuff. And all that was remaining after the Pandora box opened was the bad stuff. So once the lightning strike from Zeus, or the big statue, hit the Pandora box, it unleashed this actual guy in his boat. And of course his entire mob of bad people. It seems like these guys are sealed away for being simply bad people, which makes perfect sense, as of course they look like villains, and very Mad Max looking as well, which again, those guys are all villains. So TLDR, what was inside the Pandora box is this boat. The entire theme is post-apocalyptic, and these guys are from that era, and they're coming to the Fortnite Island to create absolute havoc, which is essentially why the new teaser is called A Ruthless Leader Unleashed. He was quite literally unleashed from the Pandora box. Now in other news, Hypex found out that the combat shotgun is now returning in Season 3, and this will possibly also feature some sort of attachment. So that's gonna be a very cool weapon to actually take note of. Along with that, looks like Fall Guys is now dropping on June 17th, and this is actually a part of a major collaboration. So it looks like PQ just found some text, and it simply says, Fall Guys Islands are in early development. Publishing will be available on June 17th. When naming your island, make sure you guys follow all rules while working with Fall Guys Islands, such as not using Fall Guys in your game title. Your island will automatically be tagged as a Fall Guys Island to help players identify it. And of course, the rest goes on with some rules, so make sure you guys pause to read that. And finally speaking, so the Fortnite cycle is a massive trending thing right now over on Reddit, so make sure you guys pause to read this, but it also kind of makes perfect sense. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know how hyped you guys are for Season 2, and if you guys actually have your doubts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.